closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run to 25. So here's the Viking offense.
Those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. On first down. It's Bennett. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Going to go play action. Here's Stewart. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. They decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to leak.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Niners are going to get it back here just past the 35. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Yeah, they will only muster a yard here to the 38. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
He'll get this awfully close to a first down. Well, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there. Now Cook hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5, first and goal at the 4-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here. Because maybe he just sensed that maybe this is the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. The Lance going to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. What's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he stopped immediately there. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Stewart sets to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Here's Stewart to throw it. And this one complete to Smith. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Play action. Stewart. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick-6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick-6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And you figure this should be a... They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Niners at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down. And now they'll throw with Lance. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Here we go. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Lance now to throw. His throw incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you.
And on that play, he came through.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And the 49ers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Lance going to sneak it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Trey Lance with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the 49ers have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd down, here's Stewart. He finds his man, complete. That's Rhodes. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 37. That one good for 26 and a first down. From the gun, it's again to Cook. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now, Stewart. Smith catches left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Running for it, here's Cook. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. 2nd and 4. Stewart. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll look to throw again. And this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Ready?
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Hands it off out of the gun. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 38, Lance. Running right through him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Here's Lance. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. The kick by Lutz is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've hit halftime. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Lance and the 49ers now, first and 10 at their own 24. Lance looking to throw it. He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there, how about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On second down, Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives it. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. First down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Now Lance. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of first by a few yards. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. And they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put it into the end zone. But they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Setting up the screen for Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Throwing now is Lance. Caught on the right right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now we get to the big fullback use check. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. To throw, it's Lance. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I would keep having a rough patch, he said, but you... to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now Stewart on 1st and 10, forced out to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. And it looks like you've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On play action, Lance. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10. Down at the 33. They'll go option to the short side. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now...
And Stewart lost the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Play action. Now it's Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it up.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Julio Jones with career touchdown number 70. And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They will throw on first down with Stewart. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing out of the shotgun, it's Stewart. Got a man, that's Richie James. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Stewart sets to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy. They practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be...
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year.
The kick is good.
Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. On first down, Stewart. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the gun, it's Stewart. That's taken in by Callaway. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches.
Here's Stewart to throw it. He's got Smith here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Charles.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they info. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? Everything want the heat.